We've got our last movie this week, which was, of course, the 2025 film as requested by Tanner, Jurassic World Rebirth. Hopefully the last of these movies.
It's not going to be.
This one made gangbusters, dude. I'm sorry to say.
It. I knew it would, but, I can dream. A boy can dream.
I genuinely don't understand how these movies keep making money, but, Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, you may be thinking, Tanner, what is getting rebirthed? And the answer is,
Yeah.
Anyway, Scarlett Johansson leads a team of weirdos to an island to get a bunch of DNA from some big monsters to cure cancer or something. Monsters. And, Jurassic Park ensues. The end. Fun fact. Gareth Edwards, the director, and Scarlett Johansson, our main actress, they both desperately wanted to be in this. They gave up opportunities to be in this movie and to make this movie.
Scarlett Johansson did? That's fucking
Scarlett Johansson
wild.
is a massive Jurassic Park fan since she was 11 years old and said she would give up any other role she was in order to be in one of these movies.
Drop that, Tanner. The real reason is because her character in the movie was actually just her IRL. She is doing this with a massive fucking bag they paid her, and that's her only motivation.
I'm going to say that's a fun fact. I have notes about that, though.
That is rather funny. I want to go last. I'm curious. Because I'm confused.
I'm currently at between a C plus and a B minus, although reading my notes back, I'm like, I probably need to go lower than that.
I'm at a D.
I'm at a D plus, but I could be convinced to go lower.
I'm also at a C plus.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this movie's fucking bad.
Yeah, it's definitely a bad movie. The thing about Scarlett Johansson, what do you mean that it's been her dream to be in a fucking Jurassic? She didn't get fucking anything in this.
Yeah, genuinely, one of my notes is ScarJo with 3 question marks. What is she going? What is she going for in this film? What is her character?
Did not fit in this movie.
What is her personality?
All.
I don't understand it all. She's just kind of like aloof and snarky the whole time, which doesn't...
Yeah.
But she's like a professional soldier mercenary type somehow?
What's really funny about her character is, yes, I like the level of competency they paint her character as. She's what the professionals in all of these movies should be. Her personality does not match what this movie is, and it doesn't match any of the other ones, quite frankly. So I think it's very funny they gave her the character I could say they gave her character direction. I don't know at this point. But her character in this movie does not feel like it fits, and it's so funny.
Yeah, she's like a weird little gremlin the whole time.
My favorite part about this movie is that half of it is dedicated to some fucking random family that nothing is ever going to happen of consequence to, so it's completely just wasted runtime.
The side plot fucking sucks.
I do want to get this out of the way. So my confusion, I messaged in the general chat I was confused. Here's the problem. My Jurassic Park brain is like, I like Jurassic Park. I like the series because I'm stupid, and I am like Scarlett Johansson, I guess, in this scenario where I like these movies. But there's the other side of my brain that thinks about this movie from a logical umbrella perspective. And so let's unpack a couple of things here, boys, because I'm sure you'll agree with me. A defining feature of this movie is they're going to an island where there's a bunch of scientists doing random-ass experiments combining dinosaur DNA to create abominations that shouldn't have left the island. That is a concept we're very well aware of from the beginning of the movie.
Every one of these movies has done this.
However, not my point here.
All of the world ones have.
The problem I'm seeing here is with the introduction of weird-ass dinosaurs. The Spinosauruses kinda count, but I don't really count those as their fucking weird experimental dinosaurs. You've got the weird raptor, pterodactyl fucking things. Maybe, I think those are fake. And you've got maybe the little dinosaur companion the girl finds, but I'm pretty sure that dinosaur's not genetically modified. And you've got the
Fuck the stupid mascot dinosaur. I always hate the stupid forced mascot
I fucking
dinosaurs.
hate that Chungosaurus, dude.
Yeah, man, let me get the little Chungosaurus in my backpack.
Shut up! I want to finish my thought.
Really lost in the weeds here.
No, but I have a point to this. My point in saying this is that they wanted to emphasize...
Your point. Your setup is way too long.
The point I'm trying to get to here is they wanted to emphasize the fact that this island's supposed to be full of weird dinosaurs, And not only were there not a very large majority of them, the screen time we get for these new weird dinosaurs is non-existent. Like, the D-Rex is supposed to be a big deal, and it maybe got 10 minutes at the most of screen time, and I found that very disappointing.
Yeah, at the very end, too.
Yeah, what the fuck was the point of the D-Rex?
It was
he didn't even fucking do anything.
It was a lumbering beast that moved at half a mile an hour and was only a threat when it grabbed people and ate them slowly, and I felt no sense of danger when it was around. It was supposed to be painted as, this is some big fucking dinosaur that it, like, they were trying to recreate the the Indominus Rex, but like, I don't know. There was so many missed opportunities, and sorry, yeah, go on. I'll continue later.
The flying raptors are fucking stupid.
I hated those. That was awful, honestly. And the family, this is gonna be weird. The boyfriend was so fucking annoying. I hated him. I wanted him to die. There were so many opportunities where he should have died, and they just decided not to. Okay, not gonna lie. The family being, in the beginning, annoying as hell. I fucking hated it. I thought it was whatever. I don't care. There was actually no resolution for them at the end of the movie. When the movie pandered more towards, like, okay, we're trying to survive and get off the island, then it made a little more sense that the family was there, and I cared less about, like, the professional team. But the fact that they were dividing their attention between the two, very annoying. I don't like that. Like, focus on one or the other, because you're sending two different messages and telling two different stories. And also, I don't know, the CGI was bad, man. I didn't like the CGI. I think it looked bad, in my opinion. I don't know how to judge CGI, so I'm going to abstain from that, but I still think the CGI was bad. Also...
Dude, I think the CGI looked fantastic.
Also, I was expecting the T-Rex to come in and fight the D-Rex at the end, as per usual in every Jurassic Park movie, and it didn't happen, plus or minus. Also...
I guess I probably would complain more if it did do that versus it not doing that. The only real positive I can give is, like, if I am approaching this as, like, you know, the popcorn flick it is meant to be, like, it's a decent visual spectacle. But there's just so many negatives that doesn't really count for much. I mean,
how are you at a C+?
You're right. I don't know why I did that. I think the thing is, like there's a lot of bad elements, but it didn't, like, viscerally, like, annoy or, like, put me off. But like I said, I'll be lowering that. But yeah, bad characters, just unengaging, boring. Like, why do we have such a big mercenary crew if you kill all of them off at the very beginning of the movie and then no one else dies for the rest of it?
To make it feel more risky, or...
Yeah, dumb side plot. Get rid... These fuckers right here? Get rid of them. Get them out of the movie. Make the movie 45 minutes shorter. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. This film felt like they didn't even do, like, a second pass of the script at all.
Yeah.
It's just really weird choices. Like, I completely agree with you guys. I don't know why we have two different groups we're following here. Like, just pick one and stick to it. And
the way they get the family brought into the plot in the first place is so, like, absurdly contrived.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing out? Are they fishing? What? I didn't even pay attention. Why are they out in the middle of the ocean on a sailboat? I believe
the idea was it's like the beginning of summer or whatever, and the father has, like, custody or something, so they're sailing from somewhere across the Atlantic Ocean to somewhere else or whatever. That's what I remember.
What? Yeah, it's dumb. Also, the music is really bad.
Yeah, I honestly did like the nostalgic Jurassic Park thing, but I'm a fucking shill for Jurassic Park, so whatever.
I will say, it's not the worst Jurassic movie we've seen.
No, definitely not. The biggest thing for me with this movie is, like, one, the name makes no sense, and two, it just doesn't justify its existence at all. There's, like, they don't add anything new to the story whatsoever. It's just, we're just watching some shit happen, and, like, it's not even necessarily entertaining stuff. It feels like a video game plot, but, like, not particularly engaging. There's a lot of these moments where they're, like, trying to show off this, like, crazy spectacle, like when they're showing the cool big valley of the big dinosaurs. Who fucking cares? I don't know. Maybe I like whimsy. But it was just fucking boring. It was stupid. It just didn't feel like it needs to be something that exists. I just don't know why they made this, outside of just making gangbusters, which is what they did.
Yep.
It 100% feels like a video game plot.
Yeah, the one thing it does contribute to, like, the overall lore of the franchise is now all the dinosaurs in the outside world are dead, so the last two movies, they don't count anymore.
Yeah, even just like the science about that, yeah, man, the dinosaurs can only survive this one specific region. No, probably not. I mean, I see what they're trying to go for, but it's still fucking stupid. Like, the whole Earth composition was so dramatically different between these two states.
Well, and the other big problem, I mean, maybe just because for me, because if we're going on the lore thing, as far as I'm concerned, from the original Jurassic Park, there's only supposed to be, like, 2 islands, and, like, with the introduction of these new movies, they've introduced, like, 2 or 3 new islands that didn't exist before. So I don't get what's up with that, but... And I was explaining this to the people I was watching it with. I actually got their movie ratings, too, for this, so I'll share that later. But... It's like what I would call, and this is like fodder concept, I guess, for Jurassic Park, where they have to add more people, so they have the excuse to kill people. And, like, unfortunately, that was like the family. Don't. Like, they added... Well, the problem was they added the family, and then they started killing the mercenary group. And then, like, that didn't make any sense. And it's just like, why? Why was that a necessary step that had to be taken? And it's just like... I don't, and there was one, like, weird part that's probably a nothing, but it's like when they finally get to the last place, and they go inside the lab, and they're like, the one mercenary guy, he's like, oh, what is this place? And then, like, the scientist guy, who obviously has never been there before, and just like, oh, this is the blah 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 place. And it's like, you don't know that, you're making an assumption, don't say it like you know it. And also in regards to the ending, because we got that, like, quote from, I don't remember the guy's name, the black mercenary guy. He was like, oh yeah, I refuse to die. Yeah, whatever. Right. He's like, oh, I refuse to die in a jungle. But then he was like, oh, I swear I'm gonna make sure you guys don't get hurt and you make it out of here alive. I almost feel like them not killing him in the end was kind of bad, but I'm, like, not sure about that. Like, yes, he stated, I refuse to die in a jungle. Okay, cool, he fulfilled that. But, like, also, he sacrificed himself for the family, which is also something he said he would do. So I'm, like, conflicted on how that all played out. Like, yeah, sure, I'm glad
I was just
arrived,
under no
like,
illusion he was going to die in this situation.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was kind of here or there on it. Unfortunately, so originally I gave this movie a B+. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. But I was very unsure about that B+. I was very entertained by the movie. However, I can't overlook the story and the plot and the narrative issues with this movie. Mostly the fact that I was expecting to see more weird dinosaur shit, and I just didn't. And if I did, it wasn't for very long. And also, stupid shit happened. Ergo, the family. So, also the
Speaking
people
of
I watched
stupid
with,
shit, what was up with that candy wrapper?
Dude,
yeah, that was a weird
Why is there a
way.
vent on the fucking bottom of the door that would even be able to disable it in the first place? How retarded is that?
And why does compromising the laboratory security cause the pen to be opened?
That's actually something else I was gonna say. Because I'm a fucking Jurassic Park nerd, the level, and maybe I'm overthinking this, the level of references to literally every other Jurassic Park movie in this movie is insane. It shouts to me that this movie has no originality and they couldn't think of anything else. So they're like, oh, remember that thing that happened in Jurassic Park 1? Let's throw it in here, but, like, tweak it a little bit and see if people notice. And they did that so often. I think I could count at least 12 times where they made specific references to scenes in other Jurassic Park movies. It was kind of cool, but also annoying. It's the whole, it was entertaining but bad thing. I don't know. But I agree.
Did they even... So, like, with the other big mutant dinosaurs, they, like, kind of explained why they exist. But, like, did they give us any kind of rationale for the D-Rex? Or, I feel like I recall them just being like, yeah, they were just fucking around.
Yeah, I don't think that was anything more than that.
As per the rich guy that paid for the whole trip, he said something along the lines of, like, oh, why don't they just kill the dinosaurs if they're not going to show them to the public? It's like, well, would you spend $1 trillion just to fucking throw it all away?
Why spend that money in the first place is what I'm asking.
Because they were trying to make a cool dinosaur and they failed. That's the explanation.
That's a bad explanation.
It's not, it's what they gave.
Big fan of the continuous trope they do with all these movies where the dinosaurs just don't have a consistent size at all, where the fucking D-Rex is large enough to just grab a helicopter out of the air like it's the same fucking height of it, and then it's just like itty-bitty. in the scenes where it's fucking around with the players. Big fan. I said players like it's a video game. Like
I
with the
mean,
actors,
to be
you know what I mean?
fair, it could stand on its hind legs, and it has fucking reach too. So like, you know.
But its hand was big enough to just grasp a whole fucking helicopter. It was not that big when it was on the ground in the other scenes.
I'm not getting that nitpicky about it, but
I mean, I don't really care. I just think it's funny, to be honest. It's just, maybe that's a callback too. But another thing too is all the fucking stupid holier than thou shit with fucking medicine and just like
we just open source it, man.
Yeah, man, dude, we're not gonna let this big corporation make all this money and say fucking, it's like, who cares, man? They're so fucking stupid with it.
Also, like, what the fuck does open source it mean in the context of like genetic code?
Let somebody else figure it out. I don't fucking know. It's stupid.
Who other than a corporation is gonna have the resources necessary to turn this shit into a cure? Also, like, presumably you'd need the actual samples of the thing to do something with it. I don't think they could just give you the code, like the genetic code of the blood, and it works. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's all very stupid.
I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of just took that as a red herring for, this big rich guy, unsurprisingly, is gonna die somehow later on in the movie.
Well, yeah, obviously the fucking rich guy is gonna betray them and get killed because he's a rich guy.
Yeah, did he go with them? To monitor his investment?
Retard.
I don't think it was
explained.
explained.
Explanation at the start, but I forget.
Yeah, it's like I think they asked him, it's like, why are you here? He's like, he said, I'm not gonna fucking word for word it, but I think it was something like monitoring my investment or something like that. I don't know.
He sure lucked out on randomly finding that gun, huh?
So true.
I was wondering, actually, that is like the only like cool thing. Was like he found the helicopter. He was like poking with a stick. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing with the stick? And then when I saw him with the gun later, I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense because he got the gun from the pilot in the crashed helicopter.
Yeah.
All these damn movies trying to recreate the classic Velociraptor in the kitchen scene, and they all fumble hard as shit, man. They all try and they all fail.
It'll never compare, dude.
I can't help it.
The only thing they didn't do in that scene was do the little like talon tapping on the floor, and that was literally it. Other than that,
I will say, I was shocked that this is now the only Jurassic movie where a dinosaur does get killed by a gun.
I mean, it happens off screen in Jurassic Park 1.
No, it doesn't.
Don't they kill the raptor in like the opening scene?
No. What? In the opening scene? No.
Yeah, like when they're transferring it from like the cage and it like grabs the guy and he's like, shoot her! And they shoot her and it obviously doesn't show him killing it, but
no, they don't kill it because that's the alpha one later on. This is the second movie where a dinosaur is intentionally killed by a human being, but it's the only one where it's by shooting. I had a weird cadence on it, so it sounded like that wasn't the end of the sentence, but it was. This is the only movie where a protagonist shoots a dinosaur to death.
Okay, I was gonna say
Which also, like, now that I think about it, didn't ScarJo's character make a fuss earlier when one of the other mercenaries was gonna shoot a dinosaur, but then later in the movie she shoots a dinosaur?
Dude, don't worry about it.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember that.
Listen, we may be, Warzone mercenaries who are hard asses and whatever, but we can't shoot the dinosaur.
No, we can't. We're putting them in their territory. We don't deserve to get to shoot them.
We can't shoot the dinosaurs.
That does sound familiar.
We can't shoot these crimes against nature.
They absolutely said that. They're like, what would you do if like it was you or them? And they're like, yeah, no, I mean, I shouldn't put myself in that situation in the first place. Yeah, fuck off, man. Come on.
It's like, yeah, let me choose the easy answer of, like, I wouldn't be in that situation in the first place. It's alright, buddy, fuck you,
Well, you are, buddy, so figure it out. Give me an answer.
If I were put in charge of the next Jurassic film, I would just it would just be a military war film where we're going in and wiping out the rest of them.
I'm gonna be honest, I think that one wouldn't do gangbusters.
Maybe that's how we finally kill this fucking thing.
Yeah. You need to secure the rights of the Jurassic World franchise and ruin it.
You guys remember the fucking Jurassic Park arcade game that, like, literally everybody plays? We could just do a recreation of that.
I was thinking of that earlier.
There we go.
That would be fun.
Anyway.
You've talked about this movie a lot more than I expected to.
Yeah.
Yeah, those other ratings, by the way, were C+ and C, just for context.
Based? Anyways, I think I'm going to drop mine down to a flat D.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sticking at my D here.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm a fucking chill for Jurassic Park. You guys know it. I'm the highest on literally all of these movies. I don't think I can go lower than a C+. And C+ is, like, low for me.
Yeah. Do you still have Dominion at, like, an A-?
That's a great... I don't think so. Let me check really quick. Dominion. I have it at an A-.
So I'm in the unfortunate situation where I have Fallen Kingdom currently at a C-.
Yeah.
And I do think that Fallen Kingdom is minimum a rank lower than this one, probably more. So I'm only going to be able to lower this one to a flat C.
Well, you can lower it lower and then just lower Kingdom
we do
later.
re-ranks.
You see, I don't even want to insult this film by putting it on par with Fallen Kingdom.
Okay.
I definitely have to re-rank some
So it's
Jurassic
going to be
Park
a flat
movies.
C for now.
Yeah, for now until he re-ranks them both simultaneously
Yeah.
to avoid this weird issue he's created for himself. Anyways, it lands at a C- overall. Pretty big decrease from the last couple we saw. You know, we almost had a really solid week.
Oh, wait. Tanner's higher than me
It's
on...
not a decrease from the
Lost
last
World.
couple we saw, is it?
He's talking about the last couple movies we reviewed today.
Oh, gotcha.
No, this one landed a decent bit higher than the last two Jurassic World movies. Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were
They're
raked
bad.
through the coals by us, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you think they're good. We think they're bad.
That's true. I was gonna say, I stand corrected. The only movie that somebody's ranked higher than me is The Lost World Jurassic Park. Let me be correct here. Where Tanner has it at B+, and I have it at C+.
What a monster.
I stand by that. Especially in comparison to the rest of this stuff.
Closing thoughts. The poster for both Dominion and this one both below ass. Not a big fan. This one specifically is really bad. What the fuck is that shit?
I don't know, man.
I
Don't
agree.
ask me.